Good afternoon, everybody. I hope you had a great long weekend last weekend, and I hope you're looking forward to another one this weekend. I wanted to send this out as the weekly update and the introduction to Module 4. So before I start all that, I wanted to congratulate you on the work you've been turning in. So most of it is extremely high quality. It's very well done. The one thing I do want to point out is that you need to make sure that you're using citations, both in text and at end. This is necessary. You're in a university level course. It is a university prep course, and this is what's expected in university. So anything you turn in that you have used outside sources, you need to make sure that you include both in-text citations and a bibliography of some sort. The report cards, your midterm report cards, are due on Thursday. I have to have all your marks in by 9 a.m. Thursday morning, which means any marking needs to be done, obviously, by Wednesday. So this is kind of a final call for you. A lot of you have outstanding work up until the Module 3 summative. You need to get that to me as soon as possible if you want there to be any chance that it's going to be included on the midterm report card. If you haven't submitted work, unfortunately, then your midterm mark might be lower than you want it to be because currently I have no marks for those sections. So you need to get any outstanding work that you've done, make sure you get that into me as soon as possible. Go back through. I've been giving you comments on your work. Go back through. Make sure that I haven't asked you to insert citations before I've marked it. Some of you have received work back that has said you need to include a bibliography before it will be marked. You need to go through, read that, and resubmit it. When you resubmit it, make sure you send me an email so that I know and I can remark it and know what's going on, okay? So just a reminder, midterms are due on Thursday. Any outstanding work you need to get to me ASAP. The second thing is the attendance. So I said this in the last video. You got to remember that regardless of whether you're logging into the course, if you don't submit anything that week, then it counts as an absent and you miss all 5 days. So you need to make sure that you either submit the work that's due, contact me some way, post to the discussion board. You need to make sure that you have participated in the online community somehow. Okay, moving on. So let's look at the new module. So this whole module is about the development of cognitive development. So language, intelligence, and movement, things like that. This is my favorite module because the summative assessment is creating a game. So I'm going to take you through what the module expects, what you have to do for it. I'll take you through the checklist and everything. Make sure you're all set up and ready to go. So let's take a look through this module. So number one, it's set up like the same setup as all the other ones. You have your inquiry question and your summative task for each. For this module, we're not going to worry about the summative tasks for 4.1, 4.2, and 4.3 because all of that will be addressed in the actual overall summative. So let's explore the secondary questions. When you're doing your modules, when you're working through this, you'll take a look at the checklist. So I'm going to open that up now. So here's your checklist. The first thing that I need you to do is by Thursday, I need you to send me a page. And in this page, I need you to tell me how you're doing in the course, any concerns you have, difficulties, that kind of thing. This is your attendance check for this week. Send me a page by Thursday. Inquiry 4.1 is due next Tuesday. Inquiry 4.2 is due next Friday. Inquiry 4.3 is due Thursday, May 2nd. If you want to resubmit your Module 3 summative, it's due May 3rd. And your final module summative is due May 7th. So these are all your weekly attendance checks. So you got to make sure you hit these dates or contact me or something like that. Okay? So, let's walk you through this. 4.1, the inquiry question. What cognitive and language development theory proves most useful to create a game? So, what I wanted to do is explain what's going to be expected of you. For 4.1, what I want you to submit, and you're going to submit this into the Dropbox, is either the inquiry question for 4.1, 4.1.2, or 4.1.3. Okay? So you're going to be submitting either 4.1.1, 4.1.2, or 4.1.3. And to answer this, basically you're going to answer the exploratory questions, the exploratory activities, and you're going to submit it to the Dropbox. This is not a summative mark. This is more to see where you're at It's not going to be a formal mark recorded as part of your formal part of final mark, but it is all used to try to see how you're doing. So make sure you actually put some effort into this. It's not getting a mark, you're not doing a rubric or anything, but it does help me kind of get to see where you are. So 4.1, you're going to do one of the inquiry questions, and then the same thing for 4.2 and 4.3, just one of the inquiry questions, not the overall summatives for 4.1, not the overall summative for 4.2, just something like this. So, example, 4.1.1, you'd answer this question by doing these two exploratory activities and submitting that to the Dropbox. Okay? Some of these links at the bottom are actually broken, so I'm going to be posting on the news section of the website the links that will help you complete this. Okay? So let's go and take a look at what the summative task is. So your summative task, the overall task. So how can a game promote cognitive development? That is the overall inquiry question. And so for this, you have to create a game. So you're going to be creating a game that promotes cognitive development. And you're going to basically be pitching it as if I was a gaming company, and you're going to try and sell me on the benefits of it. So the format for this one, ideally what I want some sort of video presentation. If you can use something like Screencastify or Screencast-O-Matic, or you can just video yourself on your computer and send me as a attachment. Ideally, what I would like is some sort of interactive presentation. It would be even cool to see pictures of a game if you designed it. If you had something that could easily be made and you had videos of you and your friends or you and your parents or whatever playing it, that would be great. So when you do this, all the instructions are here. And the big thing you need to make sure that you do is make sure that you list the explanation, list and explain the aspects that it relates to from the unit. So, for example, how does it connect to cognitive language and intelligence? And what theories of human cognition does it connect to? So these are the big kind of concepts of this module. Okay? So, just to recap for the week, what we've got is module 4 is open. There's a due date for each week. This week is just sending me a page. Next week is the inquiry questions from 4.1 and 4.2. The week after is inquiry 4.3. And then it's going to be your game summative. Make sure you try and meet these. Once again, if you can't, you need to do some other form of communication on the website. I'll be posting the broken links. I'll be posting that to the news. And if you have any other questions, as always, let me know. Send me an email, a page, a chat, whatever. Okay? So just good luck and let me know.